talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. You know what bothers me? It bothers me when people go on other people's channels and tell them how to operate their channel. They say, oh, I don't like it when you do this, do that. Don't say this, don't say. You know what we can easily do is we can just watch somebody else's channel. It's just that simple. You don't like what somebody has to say, you click off of their channel and you go watch somebody else. That appeals to your needs. I say all of that because today we live in a society that tends to be so offended by what somebody says, but if you take away somebody's freedom of speech, then what do you have? It's an oxymoron because people want the freedom to say whatever it is they want to say, but they're not receptive when somebody doesn't want to hear it. So you can't force me to listen to you or accept your ideas. So today we're going to talk about why it's important that we listen to all different sides of the spectrum. So I remember that there was a gentleman that said, I don't want to hear when nobody says that they don't want to, they can't do this or that other guy on that other channel. I won't even entertain him. I think his name was Uncle Tom. But I did get a comment today where somebody was complaining about work, and it seems to be the new trend all over the internet right now where people are saying, I don't want to work. I don't want to work. I don't want to work. That's fine. They don't have to work. When you have a young lady that says it, the comments are usually split in half. People saying, go for it, girl. That's right. You don't have to deal with this BS, etc. Young pretty women. And then you have on the other side that says, well, it must be nice. If I were a pretty woman too, then fine. I wouldn't have to work either. Somebody could take care of me. We're talking about work right now. And we're going to delve into why this place, same situation. So we got a lot of people that say, I don't want to work or I deserve what everybody else has. And that's cool. I mean, I get it. I get it. Or we deserve more. We got to, I want to have my time off, etc. Okay, I get it. I get it. I don't think we should need to work. The economy is so bad. We need our money to go up here so that we don't need to work 40 hours a week. We should only have to work 20 hours a week. Okay, it's great. Everybody says these things. Some things sound far-fetched. I listen to it. I have my own opinion about it, but then the reality kicked in. There are plenty of people out there that don't work. And they don't have to work. But I realized one thing, and here's the shell shock for anybody that's still watching at 3 minutes in. In order to get that, there was two things, only two things that could have been. They were either gifted a handful of money so that they no longer had to work, or they worked hard so that they didn't have to work later. A lot of people do that. They have to work in order for themselves later on in life not to have to work. It just doesn't happen. So when you see those influencers out there that are doing really well and they stay home all day, you know what they had to do? They had to work to get there. And if you want to do that, and you want to be like one of them, by all means, do so. But you got to understand, whether you're working and punching a clock or you're working for yourself, the key word is still work, labor. The word is in the Bible. It goes back. It's not a new concept. It's not just here in the United States. It's not like it's something foreign. I understand that the times we're in now, people feel as if we're supposed to adapt to the way people feel today. That doesn't change reality, because if everybody felt this way, well, we're doing things that our parents couldn't do and the boomers couldn't do, and so on and so forth. Well, the same concept would go for if they only worked 20 hours a week, buildings would never get made. It just would never happen, right? Roads would never get paved, right? Right. Hospitals wouldn't be 24 hours a day. They'd be 8 hours. So you could only get sick within those 8 hours because people don't want to work, right? So, if it applies to you, great. If that's how you feel, great. The key is to stop trying to influence everybody else to feel like you feel, because everybody in this world has a place. That's my point. I see people in here saying, Jay, why did you make a video saying that it's good to stay here? Well, where else are they going to go? Because it's easy to say, man, screw that place, screw that place, screw that place. Feel free to say whatever you want, but you're not helping anybody else. All you're doing is just giving an opinion, because there are plenty of people that wanted to quit, and there are plenty of people that are still here doing better than they were yesterday. They're working so that they don't have to work hard later. See, I wanted to quit so many times, but I'm still here. I don't have to work as hard because I put work in to get to where I'm at. So I have plenty of vacation time, plenty of sick leave. You know why? Because I worked hard for it. There's people that take time off at the end of their career. They have all these days built up. They get a fat check at the end because they worked for it. You see people that take 2, 3, 4 weeks off throughout the year because they worked for it. It wasn't given to them. Nothing that's worth having is given to you. You could sit there and lay in your bed all day and cry and fuss and say, hey, I deserve this, I deserve that. You deserve whatever you put your energy into. If you sleep all day and think that something is gonna come fall in your lap, please tell me how to do that. If you give this much energy, but you want this much money, please tell me how to do that. People do that now. Like, I invest my money in certain things. I invested a lot. I put a lot of energy. I took a lot of classes. I took a lot of courses to put time and energy into something. And now I use this much energy, but it brings me money. But what did I do first? I had to work for that. Oh, I'm gonna just invest. Oh, I'm gonna just do this. Oh, I'm gonna just do that. Put the energy in first. Energy, work. It just doesn't happen. There are a lot of people here that have watched that video, that have stuck through it. The ones that have retired will tell you they felt the same way. Let's get it straight. A lot of people say, I don't care, that was them back in the days. I don't care, that's them back in the days. Well, here, today, people are just dropping videos out there, just influencing. But are they really getting paid? Is it enough to make? Is it enough to sustain? Because where we're at right now, people feel like, well, I made $10. That should be enough. I should be able to pay my rent off of this $10. Well, that's not how society works. That's not how the economy works. And if that's the case, we'd all be broke right now. But it's about what you put your energy into. This is not a dig at anybody. By all means, if you have it in you to do a side hustle, to put some energy in now, to figure out ways for later on, by all means, do so. But I'm not gonna go on somebody else's channel and say, hey, you an idiot because you don't wanna work. No. I'm gonna say, well, how do you plan on surviving if you don't have one of those two things? Passive income that's completely just, dividends as a paying you? Or did you get blessed with a lottery ticket or something? Because if that's the case, share that. I'm not gonna tell people, don't work. I'm not gonna tell people, hey, you're gonna win, if I don't truly think they're gonna win. All I see on these other channels are people crying and complaining. Crying and complaining hasn't changed anything in life. It just doesn't. Your voice is, I guess it's good. But crying and complaining and sitting in your chair doing nothing gets you nothing. Put some energy in. I can't sit there and pass judgment as much as I want to on the last person that said, you know what, man, I don't know, don't come back to this place. It's great. You could text somebody that in the comment section, don't come back. Man, that's the word. That's the best thing I did was leave the post office. Where you at now? You could tell everybody, quit, don't come back. But give them an alternative. Because quitting and not coming back means that they don't have money and the job market just ain't what it used to be. If you have an alternative, please do. But there's so many damn negative Nancys out there. I'm gonna be that positive Pete. I'm gonna keep drilling the positivity into the postal community, and you could keep dropping your negative comments because I'm gonna combat them with intelligence, not foolishness. Because at the end of the day, when I slept on a train station and I didn't have no money and I didn't have no food, I had to put some work in. There's a lot of people that are headed in that direction. Or you're still on your parents' couch. Or you are blessed with something. But at the end of the day, one way or another, you had to put some energy in. You had to put some food. You had to work. So the next time you want to go and say people don't have to work or should work less to get more, just imagine the reason that we are here right now is because the people before you paved the way. But if you stop paving, the road ends. If you stop, the road ends. Working hard ain't for everybody. Put yourself in a position so you don't have to work hard. You've heard me say many times, the moment they say I can retire, I'm out of here. I've said that. I don't care how much money I have. But I know that I have things that are gonna continue to give me revenue the moment I retire. That's why I'm so confident that I'm gonna retire early. Because I put the work in, put yourself in a position where you can do the same. This is JH. Need I say more? Please feel free to drop your positive comments down there. Negative comments are welcome as well. But you won't stir me up, because I know where I'm at. And other people know where they're at for putting in the work. And if you got a negative comment, please follow it up with some facts behind it. Don't just say, man, F that place, man. I'm so much happier now because I'm not there anymore. Okay, so what are you doing? I'm gonna ask the question now. So what are you doing? Don't you go back there. You could find work somewhere else. If you say that, drop the link to someplace else for them. Don't sit there and just throw open sentences out there. If you got something better, share information. You see me? This is JH, about to go escort some mail. Escort some mail. Today we're gonna escort some mail. And I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.